Welcome to the Startup Grind. So tell us a little bit about how Meetup came to be. When was the idea for Meetup born? Before you started it in 2002.
So I, as you mentioned, I was in the ad business, and I realized soon after getting into that world that I hated it. Yeah. And I didn't know what I wanted, and the company grew, and it got some success, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I was completely lost. And I'm sorry to be talking about New York again, but it's part of this story. So I promise, once we get past this story, I'll hopefully not have to, mention it anymore. But we, so I was living in downtown Manhattan when 9/11 happened, and I had the experience that any of you guys in New York then? A few of you? So you may have had the same experience I had, which was for a little bit there, New York became a pretty friendly place. Maybe that didn't last very long, but no. My experience is I talked to more neighbors in the days after 9/11 than I had in recent years of living in New York, having moved to New York from Iowa a few years earlier, and it really struck me, this idea of, oh, holy shit, neighbors could talk to each other, and that maybe the internet isn't just about this virtual community or being friends with people around the world, but that actually maybe the internet could help people get off the internet and interact locally better. And so Meetup was a really simple idea. Not the first one to have it, not going to be the last one to have it, but I basically put together a great team of 5 guys. We locked ourselves in a tiny room for a few months with a design goal of how can we make it really easy for people to organize a gathering about anything, anywhere. And we didn't know what people would use it for, and we didn't know, and most of what people do use it for, we didn't imagine, and what we thought they were going to use it for, they didn't use it for, and so that's the long story short.
And you guys developed it for how long? How long were you locked away?
So we started building. I was developing the idea in the days after 9/11. Finally, sort of locked ourselves in a room in about January, February of 2002, and then got it out the door by June.
And did you? I mean, at this point, you're an experienced entrepreneur. You've had failures. You've also had some big successes. So, what did you, even with this new idea, did you have pushback from people that said, hey, this isn't going to work, this has been tried before,
Yeah.
or was it all, hey, well, wow, here's serial entrepreneur going at it again, let's get behind him?
Yeah, I know this is such a cliche, but yeah, really everyone said it was a stupid idea.
Literally.
It really was this this is partly because, this is also, think to those of you that are old enough for this, it was 2002, the bubble had burst, the internet was dead, the internet is stupid, especially anything that's community oriented was really, really stupid. And so the idea, even to this day, most people, we are early in this game. It's great. It's wonderful that 10 million people have signed up, and we get these, every minute there's 50 RSVPs to a meetup 24/7. So it's really validating to see oh wow, this is cool. But no, the vast majority of people still think it's stupid. And so we're on the early part of this revolution, which is to say, how do people sort of wake up to the idea that other people aren't scary, that other people, that there may be a reason to actually want to talk to a stranger or meet people you don't know, and not just because they might give you money or you might get laid. That there are a lot of things in your life, that can be made better by connecting with people around that some common interest.
Have you guys ever considered, or at least recently, just listening to those people, that maybe it is stupid? Is that something you've considered listening to?
Oh, I listen to that all the time. No, I love
Trust me, I don't think it's stupid. I'm just wondering, we have people say our ideas are stupid every single day. I have somebody tell me my ideas are stupid.
Yeah.
So
sometimes they are.
Yeah, usually they are. 100%, they're dumb.
Yeah. Actually, on that note, it was interesting. I read an interview with Mark Zuckerberg when he was offered $1 billion early on from Viacom for Facebook, and he said, why didn't you take it? He said, I probably won't have a better idea for the rest of my life. So what else would I do with the rest of my life? So I might as well just work on that idea. So yeah, sometimes they're good, good idea.